Hi there, this is a daily session for Bitcoin and we'll just focus on where the bulls and bears are battling around. And these are education content only, not financial advice. Remember, technical analysis is only a small piece of the puzzle and a crypto project's success has many factors. So let's start off with the daily and see what Bitcoin is doing. Here, yesterday we talked about Bitcoin is continuing the short-term downtrend, and it is approaching the center line of the medium-term uptrend. Okay, so the uptrend that started in February. Right now, it is going through, meaning dropping through the center line with high volume than the previous 2 days. Okay, and the candlestick shape as of this moment, the bulls are trying to push the price back to the center line, but let's say with limited successes of this moment, there are still over 7 hours left for today's candle, so things may still change. However, given what has happened yesterday and today, you see those two wicks has gone outside of the channel, right? So it's time to give it a little bit of adjustment. So to make sure we capture the rate of descent correctly. Okay, sometimes when the trend just started, especially these kind of daily short-term trends, we have to do quite a bit of adjustments along the way. Here, initially it was May 27th. Now, after the adjustment, it shortens or advanced by 2 days. Okay, meaning this wedge over here, if the bulls manage to push the price back to the center line in the next few days, then the 2C's decision would come. Whether to continue with the downtrend to go back to the 74,000, like what it did back in April 20th and before, okay, somewhere in mid-April, okay, basically. Or it breaks the ceiling of the downtrend, returning to challenge the 80,500, okay? If nothing particularly helpful to Bitcoin's price in terms of news, there's no fuel, okay, to push the price back to first break the ceiling of the downtrend and then come to challenge the 80,500, okay? Then the kind of bouncing that we have seen since February will continue, okay? Remember this, come to the bottom and then challenge the top, back and forth, just doing the same thing over and over again. Okay, until the trend changes. So the key over here is this part. If it really comes to the 74K and drops further, by the time we get to the beginning of June, that's 6th of June over here. Okay? That's going to be a big challenge, okay? Because if it breaks this medium-term uptrend, it is going to come to challenge first the green key level, and then eventually probably the 63,000, because that's what the gigantic move over here, the big commitment with the volume, okay, indicated over there, that has set this range. If it falls through the uptrend, it is going to come back to challenge these two key levels to confirm whether that still holds. All right, so that's for Bitcoin today. If you're a channel member, you have access to this video 24 hours earlier. All right, thank you. See you in the next video.